Welcome back everyone to another Warzone 2 video on the channel. Today we're looking at a movement guide, something I have not done in a minute, and I'm going to let you guys know right now there is a lot more movement mechanics and secrets in the game right now. So if you guys are trying to learn some new ways to get an advantage on your enemies, then you guys have come to the right place. This video is for any sensitivity and any sort of player that plays Warzone, and it definitely helps with console players. Because I am on controller and I have all console stuff, this is going to be really good for those console players that are trying to get way better at the game. So if you guys do enjoy today's video and learn something new, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And do keep in mind, if you guys play on PC, it's literally the exact same thing. We're going to go over some secrets as well as some more obvious stuff, and we're going to go over my settings to show you guys the best ways you guys can actually take advantage of your settings when it comes to a lot of these movement mechanics. Alright guys, the first thing we're talking about in today's video is bunny hopping. If you guys don't know what bunny hopping is, basically when you jump around a corner like this one, you are going to press X as soon as you touch the ground, or A if you guys play an Xbox controller, but you want to touch A as soon as you touch the ground. This is all about timing, so for me, if I was to do it, this is what it would look like. You don't want to spam X or spam jump because you won't actually get the timing down. You want to actually wait until your feet touch the ground and then jump again, and this does help you get a little bit more distance when you actually jump around a corner. And to the enemy screen, you are jumping pretty high, so it can be really hard for an enemy to actually track you while you're moving that fast and jumping that high. This is more of a timing thing, so I really recommend you guys actually take some time to learn this. Maybe if you guys are playing the game, every once in a while, just try to do a little bunny hop. You get really good at it, and when you're good at it, you can actually use it in the gunfight and actually get a really good advantage over your enemies. There are no specific settings needed for this one, so I'm going to go ahead and just move over to the next one, which is going to be slide canceling. Slide canceling, I know you guys probably like, what? There's no slide canceling in Warzone 2. Well, there really isn't, but there is a way to get around it, and you can actually use this. I've used it a lot lately, which is basically sliding and YYing. Now, this is a more of an advanced move. If you guys are new to the game, this might be kind of hard for you guys, but I'm just going to explain it the best I can. Basically, the way this works is you're going to slide and YY. If you guys don't know what YY means, basically you're going to swap your gun twice. So triangle. You don't want to press it one time because it's going to swap to another gun. You want to just press it twice so it kind of cancels the swap, and you want to do that while or after sliding. So I want to hold circle, do that, bam, that's what you want to do. This is a better way of me doing it. Basically, you want to see the gun not really leave your hand at all, but this is how you can slide cancel, and it actually allows you to shoot really fast. So you can actually use this to slide into areas. Now, this is a sort of advanced move, maneuver, and if you guys don't play claw or play in a special, controller mode, then this can be really hard for you guys. So unless you guys play claw or play like, I don't know, bumper jumper, I wouldn't really recommend you guys do this because it can take a lot of time to learn. Alright guys, moving on to the next thing, which might be the most important move mechanic in Warzone 2, the drop shot. Drop shotting is really broken in Warzone 2 right now. Just about everyone that drop shots against me, they basically win their fights because I just don't expect it. And drop shotting in this game is just much faster than it was in Warzone 1 in my opinion. So in order to drop shot, if you guys don't know how this works, basically you're going to be in a sprint or moving forward and just instantly just hold backwards and hold circle. This is going to make you drop very fast, and on their screen you're going to be like way down to the ground really fast, much faster than what you actually look like on your screen. And if you guys want to go ahead and mix them up a little bit more, when you drop shot, you can go ahead and press X. And I know how you guys saw I did like a little jump right there, like a tiny little jump. On their screen, you're taking like a huge leap, like you're all the way up here on their screen, so it can be really hard for people to track you when you do this. Once again, I'm just holding backwards and circle and then jumping right after. That's going to give them the biggest mix-up. So if you guys do want to, challenge a corner, you guys can just jump around, do a bunny hop, drop shot, and then jump like I told you guys before, and that can do a really big combo to actually get yourself a really free kill. Drop shotting is also something you should do if you are caught off guard. If you are getting shot in your back and you want to eagle chow that, instead of just turning around and shooting at them, you can turn around, drop shot, and shoot. And trust me, like I said, drop shotting breaks their aim assist. It makes it really hard for them to get the shots, so you can definitely make a really big eagle chow on that. Alright guys, so the next thing we're talking about in today's video is dolphin diving. Dolphin diving is not as important as drop shotting in my opinion, but it's still very good. It's definitely up there with the top 3. And for this, I actually use a special setting that allows me to switch my circle to tap so I can actually dolphin dive instead of having to hold circle. This is a setting in your controller settings. If you guys want to check out my settings, I actually have a video right here in the top right of the screen if you guys want to check out all of my settings I'm using to execute these maneuvers in the game. But dolphin diving is pretty self-explanatory. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know how to do it. You just run and dive. Now, I would not ever recommend you use this as an aggressive maneuver. If there's someone in this corner and you know someone's in this corner and you dolphin dive into the fight, you are probably going to be at a disadvantage because it does take time for you to shoot. I'm holding trigger right now. That's how long it takes. I'm going to just do it again. hold the trigger, or whoops, there we go. That's how long it takes to shoot. Now you can use it if you know they're weak or very weak or something like that, but if you know they're full health or if you've never shot them before, I would never recommend actually opening a gunfight with this move. Instead, do something like the bunny hop, because you can immediately shoot and not have to wait and actually risk the person actually frying you on the ground. So yeah, that's what I recommend for gunfights like this. Dolphin diving is more of an evasive maneuver. If you are trying to get away from people, dolphin diving is way better. You can actually spin while dolphin diving, and you're gonna like do this like weird spinny thing that makes it really hard for them to hit you. Like if you're doing this, spinning around while running away, is really powerful. This does kind of require you to play on a little bit of a higher sensitivity, because spinning around is going to be really slow if you play on a slow sense, but if you do play on a high sense, then spinning probably is no problem for you, and this can be really useful to evade gunfights. And do keep in mind that you actually can plate up while you are dolphin diving. So if you're jumping off of a high platform and you're trying to put on a plate, you can hold triangle and then dolphin dive, and while you're dolphin diving, it would still put on those plates. Alright guys, now the last thing we'll talk about in today's video is something that's not being talked about. A lot of pros are using this, and we don't really have a name for it yet. But it's very good, specifically in this game. It's not really a big thing in, you know, Warzone 1, but in Warzone 2 this is really huge. So let's say someone's in this corner here and you are expecting them to be looking at you, or let's just say someone's around you but you're not exactly sure where they are. You can basically do this run peek where you're just peeking like this to keep yourself centered on where you can expect someone to be at. So right now all I'm doing is I am basically just holding forward on my controller, and I just keep tapping the left trigger, or left button for me, to actually expect someone to be there. And the reason why this is good is because when you're in a full tactical sprint, it takes you a while to bring your gun down, and if they're just sitting in the corner already ADS, that means they already have an advantage because they're already aimed down sights and they probably hear you, so they're gonna probably have the first shot. But if you keep on sort of doing this is really good for like LMGs too, because LMGs have a really slow ADS speed, so you can like really get caught off guard like that. So if you are looking for someone and you feel like they're hiding in the corner, definitely make sure you're doing this. This is a really good way to actually find people, sort of keep yourself on guard. If you know someone's in the corner, I wouldn't recommend doing this. You can kind of just jump around, but like I said, if you feel like someone's in the corner but you're not sure where they are, doing this will help you kind of stay on guard without, you know, sacrificing yourself going to a full tactical sprint and being caught off guard when they shoot you in your back. This mechanic is so busted, you can still bust through doors as you're doing it too. Like I said, if you guys have auto tac sprint on, it's going to be really busted. I can just bust through doors easily instead of having, you know, do what you usually do, which would be, you know, bust through a door and then ADS after. You can already be ADS as you're busting through the door, which is really funny. But yeah, that's a really good mechanic if you guys want to actually abuse that in Warzone 2. But that right there is all I have for today's video. If you guys feel like I missed anything, make sure you guys let me know down in the comment section below. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and understanding always.